Hey guys, it's another Korean Weekly game. We are still in round one. This is Korean Weekly Season 3, week number 6, and the time has come where I must cast a ZVZ. Sad day, but the ZVZ matchup is actually pretty darn cool nowadays. It is New Star Hoso's Freaky versus Supreme FOU, and since it's FOU, that means it's most likely FXO.Supreme. That's what I'm gonna be guessing. The replay was titled FXO.Freaky versus New Star Hoso.Freaky, so I don't know if he changed his name or Diamond just made a mistake. And even if he did, I do forgive him because a big shout out to Diamond for organizing this ESV TV Korean Weekly, doing it so long. People say how hard online tournaments are to run. Well, Diamond, he does it not only in a different time zone, but in a different language, and that must be a nightmare to run, but he does it every week, it seems like, and they are always very good. Proud to be casting this, and if you're wondering, they didn't, appoint me a caster or anything. It is a 9 pool, or a 10 pool. 10 pool it is. They didn't appoint me a caster. They do release the replays to people who subscribe to them, so you should go subscribe. I noticed they weren't really casting them this week, so I decided, hey, I'd step in and just get a lot of good games on my channel. How's that sound? Sounds pretty good, but it is a ZVZ. We do have Supreme going to be going for a 10 pool and now a double gas trick. Going to get 2 more drones sneaking out, so he will be building an overload next so he can get some lings out as soon as possible. And it doesn't look like the overload will time perfectly, but it will time relatively well, 10 seconds and 12 seconds. So yeah, very well timed to build out of this, but again, it is only going to be hitting at like the 2 minute and 20 seconds, so not too hard to polish that off. We do have 6 lings immediately being built, but Freaky, he's going to be going for a hatch first. Now, I always heard it's 8 pool and under that counters the hatch first build, so we'll see what exactly happens with this 10 pool double extractor trick. There is a small chance that Freaky can hold on, but I don't think it's really possible. It's going to take a lot of impressive micro. The pool is going down. The lings are running across the map. The overlord does scout it by Freaky, so he knows what is going on. This hatch has no chance of staying up, so he's going to have to cancel it. And, yeah, that's about it. It's almost done. He wants to get this done. So here's what's going to happen. If the lings end up running by, the hatch will finish, and he'll use that for larva. If the lings don't run by and try to take this out, it will have to be canceled. So do I buy time or do I not? It looks like Supreme is going to be attacking this one hatch, which is going to force the cancel at the last second before it finishes, buying himself like 20 seconds. And we'll see if that is enough. It does get canceled. They don't even really bother with the drone. 3 lings go down. The pool, though, does finish. We do have a gas being built, but a Baneling's nest is being built by Supreme, so he's going to be following this up with Banelings. And now lings are going to be going into the main base, and now this one drone is going to be going down, so the first drone kill has happened. It is the one that was going to be a hatch, and I think it would have been a much smarter build to send like 3 lings up to the main base, leave a few attacking that, and make Freaky make the decision, not say, okay, Freaky, you're going to cancel that. Here's your decision. The queen does pop out, and that will help fend off against these lings, but keep in mind the Baneling's nest is now just finishing, so if the Banelings come in here, there's no real defense against Banelings. The queen is going to give larva, but we do have a queen back at home for Supreme, so no real advantage. But the Banelings, if they get good drone hits, this could be lights out very quickly. 10 drones versus the 16 of Freaky. So he does have a big economic advantage, but we do have Supreme with that tech advantage with the Banelings out for already making, and shows the first Baneling. He's like, hey, there's a Baneling, and then brings a few more Banelings. Ooh, that was 2 bad destinations in a row. A second queen does come out, and with this extra range, those queens can easily target down Banelings, but the lane count is in Supreme's favor right now. 10 lings just about done, only 1 Baneling, not enough to kill Jones. He is going to go and try to decide what he wants to hit. He's waiting for these lings to pop out of the eggs. That's what those Banelings want to hit. And oh, just a second later, he would have hit a lot of lings going into the world count. It is 15 to 10, but we still have lings being built by Supreme. Baneling hit going off, and now drones are starting to die. They are all injured. You can see him tugging them down. It is now 13 drones to 10 drones. No queens out there for Freaky, while Supreme does have a queen, so Supreme has the little bit of a tech advantage there. Not really mining that much gas right now. He does have over 100, not getting that ling speed. just favoring getting a lot of Lings out, getting more Banelings, while Freaky is getting Ling speed. So if he holds on long enough and get Ling speed, he will be in a great situation. Spinecrawler is moving out. The Queen is up. The second Queen is being produced. We have 4 Banelings being morphed right here. The Overlord does see it, so he knows, okay, the Baneling threat is not over, but Spinecrawler does root just in time, which means the Banelings have to go a long route around. And oh, that was a big hit. Every single Ling, almost, actually 11 left, so keeping them very well split up in his base. But that was still a big hit. However, we do have Supreme with the Ling count, Ling advantage. Those 2 Banelings so close to going down. One falls to 1 Ling. Going near that Spinecrawler, they do not want to go there. The 2 Queens with that range upgrade. Look at them pick those Banelings off. Very nice hold by Freaky right now. And that Ling is going to be taken out. And look at this Ling advantage by Freaky. He has got 18 Lings out on the map versus the 2. The drone advantage does go to Supreme, but unless there's a miraculous Baneling, it's not going to be enough. He knows these Lings are coming. Needs to get Lings out. Having a Queen, got to get a second Queen out. Doesn't have a second Queen, so he can't really wall this off. And this could be it. If he had a second Queen, there could have been defense. Could have had 2 Queens and then try to sneak 1 Queen back, put a Baneling in, try to take out Lings that way. 2 Queens also relatively good defense. But yeah, we do have Freaky winning that game. Supreme did go with that little bit of cheese. Showed he was pretty darn good with it. However, again, let's look at how many Lings he had here. I don't like ZVZ at all, and I never really go early pools because it never works for me. So maybe my analysis here is going to be bad. But what I would have liked to see is 2 or 3 Lings go up into the main. Try to kill a drone. Because this hatch is just buying time. I mean, it could finish, but are 2 Lings going to make that big difference? I don't really think so. So if he had 2 Lings, doing a little bit of economic damage, he may have been able to do something there. Maybe that second Queen would have come out a little bit later, which would have helped him possibly. I don't know. But that's up for you guys in the chat to discuss. Yes, I'm going to trust YouTube chat to have kind of an intelligent debate. What would you have rather seen him do? Pull Lings off, go into the main, and while he attacks this one hatch? Or would you just want to see him commit, say, okay, I've done this 10 pool build so many times on the ladder. I'm very comfortable with it. I'm more comfortable if he cancels his hatch than keeping it alive. And maybe that's why. Maybe he doesn't want this hatch because he knows if it finishes, he's not that good at dealing with it. So that's why he puts all his Lings on it, says, I have a much better win rate. I'm going Banelings. I can morph them here. If his hatch isn't here, he doesn't know that. And maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know what would have been better. Maybe if you're doing mass Lings, it's better to do both at once, because even if he gets his hatch up, you do have a Ling advantage for a little bit with the Queen, because the Queen's 1.5 hatches instead of just the 1. But yeah, if this hatch didn't get canceled, the Queen wouldn't have come out right. Well, whoa, he's got a lot of minerals. Did not notice that. Did he supply cap himself during this battle? Let's watch. No, Overlord does just come out. Hatch is going to get canceled. Look at his mineral count. He's got, like, infinite resources right now. So maybe that's why he gets this one extractor. Queen is on her way. Cancels out. 470 minerals right there. Huge thing. And, ooh, very nice job with that drone. So while those Lings were coming in, the drone bought a little bit more time by going into an extractor. And maybe that's the time that gave him the win. I don't know. I hope I delayed this game long enough to make you think there was a miraculous hold down at the ramp, because the time doesn't exactly spoil it when I talk for probably longer than the actual game. But we will be going into game number 2, see if Supreme has a real style or if he is just a cheesy Zerg in ZVZ. Stay tuned, guys.